Oh, I mean, you have to eat before, but actually, before we start, I'm gonna eat.
Sprung the lock on the side
It should be loud. Yeah, it should be loud.
door for you, Garrett.
Let's do this. Audio up.
It's the only good way in.
I'm gonna chill here and eat for a minute. I may have to take a call. Um, at some point in time, maybe a call or two. Um, but other than that, we should be fine. Give me 1 sec. I'm actually, huh. Alright. We're good. Just need to eat, but let me go do something real quick, and then we'll be back. Sorry, I'm leaving right now. I guess I itched myself, because my leg has been itching, but I itched it so much I'm bleeding a little bit. So, I'll be back in a sec. Now that I got that cleaned up. That was weird. Need to eat food right now before anything else, but we'll get started. I'm hoping to get this done today, and then I don't know what else I'm doing. I'm feeling a little bit better. So I think it's maybe just getting over the sickness, maybe... I wouldn't say getting back too heavy with lifting, I don't know what the fuck, but... I'll work out tomorrow and go for a walk today. I have no idea what's going on with this. I'm trying to spread the honey around in the oatmeal, and it's not working too well. It's like clumped up in one spot. But yeah, we'll, it's funny because I was doing shit, and then in the process I forgot to eat, and I streamed like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten yet, because I was so busy doing other shit. Kind of funny. Alright. It's not my phone. Okay, I think we're fine. Alright. I'll stop fucking around and eat my food. I'm just fucking around right now. What's the time we have to beat here? I'm surprised my leg is itching to the point where, like, I'm itching, and then it's just like, well, I'm bleeding now. I don't know if that is, like, allergy behavior or what. It's really weird. I don't get it. I'm gonna watch this real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna do that for routing. I'm gonna do different routing.
Because I want to see what I did here and what I'm doing differently. Because I know it's gonna be faster for sure.
Also, it's not gonna be kind of random when they twitch and shit.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Excuse me.
But like I said, I may have to take a call or two in a little bit. You know what I haven't done? Taking my fucking allergy medication.
So
The first part of this is...
The
The first part of this is just basically the same shit.
I'll say it again. I think I've said it a few times. The non-resource pack. When they fidget, when they go like this, like the guards at the front, when they kind of fidget like left and right like this. If I didn't read resource.
I might have a timer here too as well, actually.
Fun times.
I think a timer would be good.
Alright, we gotta.
Karis, praise the builder.
Do this. So we're gonna go to the kitchen.
You didn't see praise the builder, Karis. Are you sick? Am I gonna become a servant because you're upset with me?
No, my shift's supposed to be over by now. I forgot to come and change.
It works.
You don't
I think Twitch is owned by Constantine. Twitch has to be owned by Constantine at this point. There's no other explanation for this. I'm watching the run right now.
Alright, so we're gonna do a faster routing here. Now we
Um,
know that I'm not gonna get RNG'd because of the fidgeting shit.
okay. You don't have to go back on YouTube.
Excuse me. Let's be quick as fuck. Put him. We'll make sure to close. I think there are only 2 doors at the front doors.
We need to leave those doors open for Vaso. I'm eating, by the way. That's why I'm watching this.
Yeah, he's getting closer.
I'm saving that for later.
Excuse me. So we're gonna go this way instead, and then we're gonna work our way around.
Well, that's
to
her
the other
door.
side.
If Basso can open it.
Well, that's your
And then we
door.
can grab
Not
the
much of a
loot.
sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
Oh, I did 2, but that's fine. We'll grab the other loot. We'll grab the other loot.
All right.
before it gets cold.
I need to have most of my carbs earlier in the day and not later in the fucking day. We'll stop here. Also, need to delete this recording. Where is it? I can record. That's being deleted. Why is my leg itching?
Okay, so we're gonna do this.
My
for
legs were
30
itching
minutes
to the
for
point
me to
where it
fuck
was
up,
just
I
like
guess.
hard not to. Okay, I think we.
One thing we keep on.
Yeah, we're fine there. Keep that. What is this? Don't worry about it right now. For if you're not seeing shit,
So,
I'm just deleting recordings real
basically
quick.
go
Come
through
on,
this
there we go.
really
Jesus
fast,
Christ.
Doing strategy.
Okay, we're good. Start the recording. You know what? Before I start that, let's do this. Okay. All right, we're good. Cool. And that works too. Cool. So now we have a timer now,
Sprung the lock on the
because why
side door
not?
for you, Garrett.
That timer's in a weird spot. Sorry, hold on. I guess I just put it up here, where it's out of the way. That's fine.
Sprung the
This
lock
shouldn't
on
be
the
that
side
bad to
door
do.
for you,
It's
Garrett.
just trying to do it fast sucks because I can do it, but doing it like trying to get a time down, different.
Good thing the butler's
Story?
out for the night. He left his lights on.
I'm not sure if I want to do something else after this or just do this, because I kind of want to do something other than just this. Something relaxing would be good, even though this is somewhat relaxing. Excuse me. I'd say this is like somewhat relaxing. It's not like it's, you know, completely like nerve-wracking, but it is, you know, making sure you get this shit down. Okay. I'm glad I have like 8 million years to fucking do this. And I'll probably do this for all my runs from now on. I don't know about the rule set as of right now for myself, because I don't know how fan missions are going to be. So, like, I might just change it to the point where it's like lockpicks are okay.
What gets due today?
I don't know, I'll have to figure it out.
With real cow. Hope they save some. Bet the Baron gets to eat cows all the time.
Not just potato. Dude, potatoes are pretty good.
Potato, but
I don't know why this guy's bitching. Potatoes are pretty amazing. Potatoes are pretty amazing. You ask me. I love potatoes. And my volume is turned up pretty high in the game. Fuck, he alerted. So, yeah.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
I am going to have to go for a walk later. So, either it's a short stream, and I go for a walk, and... What am I doing?
I sprung the lock on the
For like
side
20
door
to
for
30
you, Garrett.
minutes.
It's the only good
And then I come back, which I'll probably end up doing. And then stream more, I guess, depending on how I feel. I'm not feeling bad, but I'm not feeling, like, great either.
Good thing the butler's out for the
I'm feeling
night.
better
He
than
left
not,
his
I should
lights
say.
on.
I'm just tired. Like normal tired, not like exhausted tired like the other day. But one thing I need to figure out is I don't know if I play fan missions if there's gonna be a lot of lockpicks that alert people. And if there is, then I might just be like, lockpicking is okay. The alert on lockpick is going to be okay. But AI wake-ups due to player negligence as opposed to like a lockpick or a door opening is going to be a thing. So I might just do that instead. Which I'm pretty sure is going to be a thing. So I think I'll switch that rule out. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So basically, try not to use lockpicks. If there's a place you can use a key as opposed to a lockpick, use it. If you can use a lockpick and then lock it back up later, that's fine. But try to use keys as much as possible as opposed to lockpicks. And then try to use actual getting to places without ropes as opposed to ropes unless absolutely necessary. But I'm not sure how I'm going to actually... I don't know how fan missions are going to be. That's the huge problem. I'm glad they don't drop the body. What's crazy is this guy saw me in the dark one time, and I was like, what the fuck? It was actually the last stream I did. I was like, how the fuck do you see me? It was just very, very fucking weird. This is fine.
What was that noise?
Fuck you, cocksucker! Fucking bitch!
Sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett.
This fucking douchebag, dude. Yeah, like, I don't know what I want to do.
Good.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, the rule set I have is not bad. But, like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know what to fucking do with the rule set. Like, I just feel like... maybe I put the key nearby. Like, maybe that's what I do. Like, maybe instead of, like, not returning the key, I put the key in the closest nearby area, as close as possible to where I found it, where it's not going to make noise. That way, it's, like, at least in the vicinity. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I didn't get it in that room, but I put it in the next room where there's, like, carpet, and I just dropped on the carpet. But, like, even right now, like... What's up, Plutonio? Like, this is the rule set I have, and I don't know if it's good or not. I have not actually, no. I've only had one problem with lockpick alert, by the way, for the original missions. I don't know if anybody's had trouble with fan missions or original missions in general with lockpick alerts. Because honestly, like, I'd rather not have that. But at the same time, there's, like, no way around it sometimes, I feel like for bank. Key is where it should be, but don't pay attention to the food. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Food and healing fruits don't make noise when dropped, so I dropped the key on top. Same. That's actually... well, technically, that's... how is that cheating, though? Because in real life... in real life, I should be able to put, like, let's say I have my phone, right? Here's my phone. I'm not going to just drop my phone like that. I'm going to place it down. But the engine doesn't allow me to place it down. So if I'm going to, like, you know, place it down, I can't place it down where it's make a bunch of fucking noise. Then I think what needs to happen is put it as close to the area as possible, or... you know, put a scroll down or some shit like that. I don't think that's cheating. You know, you're basically, you have no control over you dropping the key as opposed to putting it down. So I think putting a scroll or like something down instead is not bad, but you're not going to have that all the time. So I think it's okay to basically be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just, for me at least, that is fine. Or put it in the closest possible area that you can, where there's like no noise or something, or where no one's gonna be alerted. So if that's like one room away, then just do that. Yeah, then I would say for me, at least what I would do is I'd probably put the key in the closest spot possible, as opposed to anything else. Then is that's what I would do. That's I think what I would do. Because right now, I know I want these. I'm gonna put like I think I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna put no AA wake ups due to player negligence. How do you spell negligent? L I. Let's see, negligence. Let's see if that's right. That was right. So no AI wake ups due to player negligence, as opposed to a door opening or a lockpick, which you can't really control. Because if a door opens and someone wakes up, that's not your fault. Like if you have to get in that fucking door, you have to get in that fucking door. What else do we got? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Lockpick alerts, I'm kind of iffy about. These rules I like, but I don't know how this is going to go as a whole. Only using lockpicks on doors when keys are not available for progress. Only using rope arrows where there is no other way to progress. So basically, for minimal damage to any property, I think this makes sense. But it's going to be a lot harder. And it might cause some issues later, to be honest. We don't have to worry about this for running interference, though. I'm just curious about if I want no lockpick alerts. That's the thing I'm kind of curious about. I don't know, dude. I feel like I don't like... making up the rules is just kind of tiring.
Just run the lock on the side door for you, Gary. It's the only.
But so far, I think those are pretty good rules overall. But I don't really know
Good thing the butler's out for the night.
about
He
some of the
left his
fan
lights
missions
on.
out there, or even the rest of the original missions. And so, in saying that, oh, actually, I could just do that instead. I have an idea, by the way, to make something faster. I think. You know what? Let's test it out before we do it. Hold on. I need to test something out.
Just run the lock on the side door for you.
I need to test something out real
It's the
quick.
only good way.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna test before we do anything else. Because I think this actually might work faster.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
But yeah, I would say overall, though, I don't know. It's hard. Like, there's a part of me that actually wants to make it, like, not as, like, fucking hardcore and just basically as fucking anal as, like, as possible. To be honest. Because I feel like that just might be...
Stop right there!
Thanks, buddy. So I don't know. I just rather... I want to make it hard, but how hard do I want to make it, right? Like, I am diverting from the... I think the forums have a very solid foundation for the rules. Let's see if we do this.
But he better be taffing around down here.
Wait, what? Where's the noise where they're like, whoa, better put out that torch up ahead?
Jordan, that you?
Is there no torch? What the fuck? Did that not happen? Why does that not
Just run the
happen?
lock on the side door for you, Gary.
So I got to think about right now, what I want to do with the rule set, and keep it very strict on what I'm doing.
The butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
There's no conversation.
Better be tougher.
I think that was it.
Why is there no conversation here? Oh, you've done a lot of, Why is there no conversation here, though? You guys don't... Oh, is that only on normal? Hold on, let me see.
Just run the lock on the
So I'm assuming you've done a lot of ghosting on fan
Better check my
missions.
map.
I don't mind skipping some. I'd rather get as much loot as possible.
This
But the
must be
idea
drug
is to
bath I
basically
mentioned.
just make not really that much noise. I think this is only on normal.
Oh, better stop and check out that light around
Something
the
there?
corner.
See that?
That's interesting. Okay, well, I guess fuck me, I guess.
Just run the lock on the side door.
It's only on normal, I think, the conversation... Well, it didn't even happen that time. There's usually like, oh, I lost my tinderbox. Like... Oh, when I put it out. Oh, fuck, that's right. Okay,
Good
well,
thing
fuck
the
me, I
butler's
guess.
out for the night. He
That
left
shows
his
how much I
lights
know
on.
about this game. Thank you.
Rocks are not to the best. Better than brown rocks. Definitely great rocks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because, like, I think what it comes down to is I'm not really set 100% on the rules right now. But, like, I feel like I want to get all the loot too as well, as much as possible. But at the same time, I think getting an alert is not a good thing. So I guess I think it depends on, like, basically what you said, it depends. Do I want to go for a perfect Supreme Ghost or just a Supreme Ghost? Because I feel like if I'm going to go for a perfect Supreme Ghost, then I have to allow AI wake-ups due to certain things, besides player negligence, obviously. Max, how's it going? Praise Builder. So if I go for perfect Supreme Ghost, I mean, I guess... I mean, what do I think it really comes down to what I actually want to do. I think I might just have to take time before I actually decide what I want to do. Because, like, I even said, like, even... even, whatchamacallit, I can't think. Even, like, there's areas where I'm not using rope arrows to make it easier, or to make it harder for myself, because I don't want to, like, you know, quotes unquote damage property, and rope arrows, well, they damage property. Oh shit, I might be seen here. Maybe. Surprisingly, no. I got lucky. Yep. I mean, you can't get the statue by the spiders either. You can get a lot of the loot, but you can't get all of it. And that's okay. The idea is to basically make the play mode, like, actually playable as much as possible. Make it very hard, very challenging. And make it as playable as much as possible for most of the levels, as opposed to anything else. Alright, cocksucker. Cogsucker.
Thought I saw something.
Fucking cogsucker. Dude, that guy's actually pissing me off right now. This is why I hate fucking Supreme Ghosting. Because literally all it comes down to is the dumb AI. It's really not that bad, to be honest, on some of these levels, if it wasn't for the fucking stupid-ass fucking AI and their fucking shit pathing.
Good thing.
But I
the
think
butler's
I'll
out
think
for
about
the
what I
night.
want to
He
do.
left his lights on.
What, like, with the rule set. Because maybe I kind of, like... I would say maybe... I'll figure it out. Yeah, they're really pissing me off, yes. Like, I wish that guy in the kitchen was real, so I can literally kick him so hard in the fucking balls that he have to go through second puberty. That's how pissed off he's made me. He's fucked up 3 of my runs because he's an RNG piece of shit. You should see on 90% expert. Sometimes that fucking a-hole... Was it that? No. When was it, actually? I don't know what happened, actually. Was it ghosting? I can't remember now. It must have been ghosting. I must have done a route, and all of a sudden I go back, and that guy's, like, literally on the fucking table, and I can't do anything. He's just sitting there on the fucking table, like, just trying to, like, either walk or just standing on a table. And I can't do anything. Anyways, but I think, I'm not going to try to put too much effort into thinking about this, but I do want to put a good amount of effort into thinking about the rule set. How do I put it? I guess I do want to put some effort into it, but once I make that decision, I don't really want to alter the rules unless absolutely necessary, I guess. And I want to make sure that I'm, like, you know, doing my best to basically keep the rules very consistent, I guess.
Consider you might get stewed today
That was kind of close.
with real cow.
Real cow.
Hope they save some.
Yep, hope they see it from me too.
Bet the Baron gets to eat cows all the time. Not potato, but potato.
I think I forgot to close the front gate up, which I gotta remember to do as well. But the thing is I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the Supreme Ghosting, because it's like...
Who's that?
Dude!
Please don't
Why
play
are you-
games.
Fucking pussy only took 1 hit. You're a fucking piece of shit. Literally a fucking bitch, dude. You're actually a fucking bitch. Like, because the idea of Supreme Ghosting was to basically make it as hard as possible. And the rule set right
Good
now
thing the butler's out for
make
the
it
night.
really
He left
hard,
his
but
lights
there's
on.
other things you can do to make it harder. Well, that's because some fucking piece of shit micro-penis fucking cuck won't leave me the fuck alone, dude.
My own room.
Dude, fuck that asshole in the fucking kitchen, bro. He even sounds like a fucking bitch. Fucking ass, dude. What a fucking... That's all he's done. It's the only... My run's gotten ruined by that piece of shit because his pathing is absolute garbage. The worthless... Most worthless NPC in this fucking game is that douchebag. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, if you can walk slowly without actually making a footstep, I think that would be kind of like an advantage to a sense. So I think if there was to be some competitiveness to it, go ahead and do it, but just let people know that you're on a gamepad as opposed to a keyboard and mouse. I think those should be separated. If they were to be runs done, which they aren't. Like, you know, there's no submission for this. This is just go ahead and do it. But I think it should be stated what you're using. If you're using something other than a keyboard and mouse. But I feel like with the Supreme Ghosting rules, as I was saying before, it seems like they're supposed to be like really hard, but also doable, to where it's like, all right, well, we want to make the game, you know, at least somewhat playable and fun. Because there's some rules out there that you could definitely make harder. Like, you can definitely be harder. Come on, come on, come on. Hang on. Visual movement. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go fucking slow as shit. But if there's like an advantage on one over the other, then I definitely think that should be different. Like, hey, look, I'm using this instead of this. Like, that's for competitiveness. You should state that, I feel like. Okay, Cogsucker is not going to piss me off. Unless he stays in that room for like a million years. Come on. Cool, he made a noise because this game literally blows penis. And that fucking cuck micro penis cocksucker can't do shit else besides fucking shit pathing, dude. Fucking bitch, bro. Fucking even sounds like a fucking
Good
bitch.
thing the butler's out for the night. He left his
Pussy.
lights on.
Yeah, so basically, like, when you crouch, obviously when you crouch and creep on here, right? There's an aspect of it. Let me get closer. I know the guy's moving around. There's an aspect where you're basically like crouching, creeping, but you still have that footstep, right? But you can kind of like avoid that if you just kind of like you kind of have a rhythm to your movement, right? Like you're kind of doing a rhythm to it. So if that rhythm is completely taken away and you don't have to do any of that, and the gamepad just does it for you, where it's like you don't have to do that, I think that would be considered like a little bit of an advantage. Because you can optimize so much better then. At that point. Okay, let me see. That will probably work. Okay. I gotta give a text message after this. But I think I don't know what I want to do with the Supreme Ghosting rules. I don't have to worry about this level at all for Supreme Ghosting rules because everything is kind of set in stone. It's more about other levels, but I haven't really routed out other shit. So I don't know. But I think the biggest issue is lockpicks at this point. Lockpicks, rope arrows. I think lockpicks and rope arrows are the biggest things, actually, yeah. Like, how hard do I want to make this on myself? Like, actually. Like, how hard do I want to make this on myself? Do I want to make it, like, doable? Do I want to make it basically want myself to just basically be really pissed off?
Nobody better be taffing around down here.
Anybody know why that happens?
Must be one of them grubbers again.
This game sucks fucking dick, dude. I swear to God. The alert system on this game is literally fucking dog shit. Ah, okay, I got you. So, it really depends, I guess.
The butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Like, it really depends on how... Yeah, so it's not really an advantage, then. No, it's not the body hitting the floor, because that happens... Well, maybe. But it's on carpet. Or not carpet, moss, or whatever. But it's possible, but I'm pretty sure... I mean, it could be. That's the only thing I could make that would make any sense, because he can't see me. He can't fucking hear me. So, possibly. But it's so far away that, like, how does he hear it, though? Like, the body is so far away from him. This just gets boring, to be honest. This is why, like, Supreme Ghosting, to me, is, like... I'm sitting here playing with myself for, like... I don't know how long at a time. It happens in Ambush, near the end. Like, Ambush isn't too bad, but the end of Ambush is, like, fucking annoying. Because you're literally waiting for a cycle. For, like, there's, like, 3 different cycles of guards. So there's, like, 1 guard cycle with 3 guards that make a U. And you have to make sure that most of them are, like, it's not that bad, but then there's 2 other cycles you have to basically make sure they're in sync with. Because if you don't, then they're gonna see you. It'll be a speed in some areas like this, but it won't be in other areas though. It had to have been the body hitting the floor. Yeah, exactly. Patrol routes you gotta be fucking lucky with. Like, 100%, I agree. I just don't know what I want to do. That's the problem. Like, but whatever I decide...
Who's there?
Yep, obviously that's going to happen. Whatever I decide to do...
Sprung the lock on the side door.
That was just bad RNG. He wasn't there, and I was like, okay, I kind of hesitated. I don't think I would have made it regardless, though, because... That guy's a fucking bitch. He looks like a bitch, he sounds like a bitch, he acts like a bitch. He's just basically a micro-penis fucking bitch. That's all he is. Fucking pussy fucking bitch, dude. What was I gonna say, though? Yeah, so... I want to figure out the rules to my Supreme Ghosting sooner than later. Because I feel like there's gonna be some missions that are gonna be really hard. And so... There's a few rules that I just have swimming through my head. And I'm not thinking about it a lot, but every time I start my stream for Supreme Ghosting, I tend to, like, really go through my head and figure out, do I want this? Do I not want this? But outside of that, I don't really think about it too much. Only when I basically play. Hang on. Think of it this way, if you want to... Okay, hold on. What are they doing? I feel like this. Think of it this way. Is they're going to say to his boss tomorrow about what happened tonight? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Taking a break.
You don't get to take a break. You just started work, sir. But there's your break. Like, are you talking about the first alert while I blackjack them? Is that what you're talking about? Or wait. I'll be honest, if I'm gonna speedrun this shit, I probably should relax on the rules a little bit, to be honest. Because I feel like if I don't relax on the rules, and I'm trying to go for a speedrun, this might just turn out to be more annoying than it is fun. Because Iron Mode, along with all this other shit, is kind of wild, to be honest. So I guess I could, like, let up on, like, okay, lockpick alerts are fine, lockpicking's fine, rope arrows are fine, type shit, I guess. But it's just really hard because I don't know. It's just very hard to decide what I want to do. Okay, good. Dickhead didn't make an alert that time. Fucking asshole. Okay, he's coming this way. Uh-huh. We're not doing too bad now. That fucking douchebag in the kitchen. We're gonna grab that other loot, and we're gonna grab that loot after, whatchamacallit.
Sure handle a lock.
After What's-His-Nuts goes outside. We could probably even do that loot too as well, but that's fine, I'll just grab that.
Someone making noise?
Ah, fuck. Okay, he was really close. Honestly, that's actually not too bad. That actually is good timing there.
Sprung the lock on the side door.
Because if I was any earlier,
The only good way.
I mean, I guess technically, yeah, no, we're fine. Because if I'm any earlier, that's not good. And if I'm any later, that's fine. But it's not efficient.
Sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett.
So we're fine there.
Good thing the butler's out for the night.
I just-
He left his lights on.
Yeah, I think for sake of... You said that a lot of the stuff that comes down to with lockpicking, with fan missions and just missions in general, is mostly just side objective shit. So I guess if that's the case, then maybe if I really want a perfect Supreme Ghost or try to, I can let the alert slide. But if I just want a Supreme Ghost, then I guess I don't do that. But I think it's funny because I feel like if I was allowing for the lockpicking to actually be an okay alert, it would make the game harder as a whole. Because then at that point, I'd have to go to more areas, which makes, obviously the more areas you go to, higher risk of it failing the run. Yeah, but also at the same time, if I'm trying to speedrun it and also, like, iron mode it too as well, like, do I really want to put myself through, like, basically fucking, fucking torturous shit? But I'm glad that this one I don't have to do that with. Everything is basically set in stone with this one. I think Framed is one that I have to figure out. Along with Framed shipping, there's one thing on shipping. Okay. Yeah, I think it was the body drop. Thank you, Plutonia. Which is really weird. Hang on.
Notice there's never.
I'll read that when I get a chance, I guess. It does sound like a... There we go, this is good. Alright, douchebag goes that way, so we're gonna just do this. I'm so glad he didn't make a fucking noise there. We're leaving his body there. So basically, it's common in fan missions for lockpick alerts then? Yeah, it does. It's like a thud.
I guess Basso can open it.
It's like a fucking...
He's not much of a
Leave that
sneak,
open, I
but
guess,
he can
but
sure handle
I'm
a
going the wrong
lock.
way because I'm fucking not thinking right now. It's fine, not a huge deal. As long as I get this routing down, I think that's the most important thing. Close that door up. This is fine, because I think... Yeah, this is... That's not fine. This is scary. I'm scared. We're fine. Okay, so he's in a completely different position for some reason that he's never in. That's cool. A good RNG there. Yesterday, he was basically in a really good position and giving me good times, and now he's not, so I don't know what's going on. This is why I fucking hate ghosting, because
He left his lights on.
most of it relies on the a-hole fucking guards, to be honest. How hard is it to ghost fan missions as opposed to original missions, Karis, or anybody in chat who's done it, because I think that's gonna if it's already really hard to like Supreme Ghost shit on fan missions, then I think what's gonna end up happening is I might be a little bit more lenient on the rules, because you know, like let's say you change the rule, like let's say you have very strict rules, and like 1 out of every 20, let's just say 1 out of every 50 fan missions you can beat with the rule set. That doesn't seem fun. But if you change a few rules slightly, and all of a sudden now it's like, okay, you can get like 1 in every 10 missions that you can Supreme Ghost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that rule changes a little bit. Like, I think that's what I would go off of. Will be chess. So it really doesn't matter then. It really doesn't matter. It really depends on the play style you want to play. Right? At that point? Like, do you want a perfect Supreme Ghost or do you not? But I feel like grabbing all the loot is not the biggest thing in the world. What's up, Cygnus? So that's what it's sounding like. That's okay. So basically, excuse me. That's what it's sounding like right now. Another thing I was thinking of too was, and I kind of like said I was gonna implement it, but basically, what it was gonna be. Sorry, I'm not talking. Was basically, do I want to have basically lockpicks in areas that you like? I'm being stupid right now. Do I want to have like lockpicking be a thing? Because technically, there are places where you can lockpick, but you can also lock back up too as well, because there is a key to it. So if I'm able to lock up that, fuck me. If I'm able to lock a door back up, should I have to even? Well, I guess yeah, that would make sense. Thank God. Okay. He's moving away.
Well, that's
I mean, if you're talking about Supreme Ghosting, though, the idea of Supreme Ghosting is to get basically not one peep out of any guard, though, right? Like, I think so. So it depends on how you want to Supreme Ghost, then. Do you want to Supreme Ghost to get all the loot, which technically is not that important, as opposed to, I think the first rule of ghosting, or Supreme Ghosting...
Can't the guy nap around here?
Okay, so what is going on here, then? Why is that a thing?
Sprung the lock on the side door for you, Gary.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the rule set is going to dictate on what you want. Do you want to be more loot heavy, or do you want to be more like, basically just not a goddamn peep from anybody? I think the idea of Supreme Ghosting should, the #1 rule and the priority should be not being seen. I think the secondary one should be loot. Because if you think about it, like even in shipping and receiving, in Meinl's warehouse with all the spiders, there's loot there you can't get without alerting spiders. But they're spiders, right? So who the fuck are they going to tell? They're going to tell shit. You could probably kill the spiders and no one would give a fuck. So I think in the grand scheme of things, the first rule of it should be not being seen. That's what I think should happen. So if I go that route, then I guess not having AI wake-ups due to like negligence shit, I guess. Like, if I open a door and an AI wakes up and there's like a progress in that room, I can't do anything about that. So I guess that would be something.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, basically it really depends on... Well, the ghosting rules, the Supreme Ghosting rules is not... Any AI can't get a peep out of it, right? So if that's the case, it seems like the main goal of Supreme Ghosting in the first place was no AI alerts. It wasn't about the money. It's about it's about AI alerts. That's the main goal of it. I mean, you could basically have like maybe two different rule sets. One that emphasizes more on the stealthiness of Supreme Ghosting, and one that emphasizes more of the maybe the greediness of Garrett getting loot. I guess I don't fucking know. So I think I'm going to be talking about this every time I probably Supreme Ghost, to be honest, until I actually make up the rules in my head of what I want to do. What is good with me though is when I know the rules are kind of like set in my head, I will not change it. It's going to take me a minute to try to figure out what rule set I want. Like for me, like lockpicking a door, like unframed. Lockpicking a door unframed. As opposed, like Truett's office, going to Truett's office and lockpicking that door, as opposed to going around the secret entrance, because there's no key for the door, kind of makes sense to me for Supreme Ghosting, but it's like, do I want to make it like that fucking annoying, I guess. So that's like, I have to think about these rules beforehand for sure. Because if I don't think about them beforehand, then it's just, I'm gonna have a shit show later on. But the hard part is, since I really don't know much about the fan missions of Supreme Ghosting and how those are gonna be, I think that's gonna play a huge factor as well too. And I don't know what to do there either. Okay, I think he heard me, so we're gonna restart.
Sprung the lock on the side door for me, Garrett. It's the only good
Oh, this is so goddamn annoying.
Good thing the butler's out for the night.
Because I could probably follow suit with most of what TTLG is doing, except for like very few rules that I already have, which would be fine. But I feel like I'm making stuff even stricter on myself than most of the fucking rule set for TTLG. And I'm not sure if I want to do that. I mean, my first playthrough is kind of like a half-assed fucking ghosting run, to be honest. Every first playthrough I do. Except if it's like really hard, then I'm gonna knock people out. I'm really tired, dude. Fucking Christ. Oh, hold on. Here, let me just do this right now. The fuck is going on, dude? Give me 1 second. I gotta make a text. Texting a few people at this point. Okay. Yeah, I feel like for me, I could make it like, so for instance, I think the rule set that is going to be kind of,
Sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
I really do think I should prioritize no making noise.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Which is fine.
Rocks are the best. Better than brown rocks. Definitely great rocks.
Why is she talking about fucking rocks at this point?
Whack on the job.
So fucking hollows of rocks, what rocks are the best? God, your job must be boring as shit if you're talking about that type of stuff. Just talking about rocks. So I guess I can keep the lockpick alerts basically not to be a thing, I guess. But the AI wake-ups, I will make sure that it's like more to player negligence as opposed to like, hey, I opened a door to like a main progressive area and I couldn't do anything about this AI waking up. How's it going, Governor Jill? And I'm curious about rope arrows because I will be honest, I kind of want to use rope arrows, but rope arrows do cause damage. Like, that's just the thing. So, I'm still on the fence about, do I want to use rope arrows as an only necessary means of progressing? Or do I want to be able to use rope arrows whenever? Because if I use rope arrows as an only necessary means of progressing, things might get pretty fucking annoying, to be honest. Marmbo, how's it going? 4 chicken, that's a lot of chicken sandwiches. Still a lot of chicken sandwiches. I have a protein shake and a little bit more of my oatmeal. It's so weird how the body fucking makes noise. So yeah, I think I gotta figure that out. Oh my god, that was so fucking close. He's getting closer, we're gonna wait. I was waiting to hear a peep out of him too as well. I didn't hear shit. Okay.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
I kind of fucked up a little bit, but that's fine. That's how I fucked up. I didn't close it. Holy shit, I'm here early.
What the? I can't
Can't the guy nap?
How is it happening, dude? Alright, I'm gonna quit the game and restart because I'm literally tired of the RNG of these fucking retarded guards. This AI is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Actually, full on fucking just stupid. Alright, let's since I'm pissed off right now, I'm gonna calm down, take a second, because I'm getting kind of pissed. Let's just take a look at the rules. I'm getting pissed off. The AI, this supreme ghosting shit basically is fucking skillless, except for the fucking, oh, these AI are in different patrols. Oh, they're so skillful. It's not skillful. It's bullshit. All right. So no resource pack. We're gonna take a break. So no resource pack because that actually changes the game completely with the AI and the stuff inside the game. I'm not using holy waters because there's no fucking reason. There's no reason to use holy waters in any sort of way. No wait wake ups due to player negligence. Do I want to do this? The no lockpick alerts is fine. I don't mind that. But only using lockpicks on doors when keys are not available for progress, and only using rope arrows when there's no other way to progress. So I'm on the fence about this right now, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of on the fence about this too as well. What's up, Meraki? Yeah, I'm getting fucking massively pissed off, so if I don't take a break, I'm gonna fucking start bitching at the fucking... Not the developers, the Looking Glass are chill. I'm gonna start bitching at the game more, and I don't want to do that. It's actually funny, I was talking to Rick at some point, and... Rick McKnight. And, I think he suggested 3 breaths, like 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out, if I get pissed off, which I can start trying, I guess. And I think the controlled breathing method might be good for me to try, to like just... If I stop playing the game, if I stop what I'm doing, I usually calm down pretty quick if I'm not like crazy pissed off. But if I'm already really pissed off, it's going to take a minute for me to calm down. Yeah, I just don't know. Like these rules here, like these rules are pretty solid as a whole. Why is it doing this? Like these rules are pretty solid, I feel like, for the most part. I just feel like there's a few that are actually like really dumb. Like using the resource pack changes the game, but there's nothing on how you can or cannot use the resource pack. Like that 100 should be a fucking thing. Objectives declared irrelevant do not matter. Interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that, I guess. But there is, on Bank, there is one area where it X-offs, and I don't have to go inside to grab the, whatchamacallit, the library in the bank. Which doesn't really matter that much, because I still have to grab that loot in there. And then bypass. Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. That does make sense. I don't think I'm going to grab the thing in the bank then, because it's X'd off. Scouting orbs don't cause damage, so I think they're fine, but rope arrows do cause damage. So I feel like using rope arrows might be like a last resort type situation. The premise is basing... God damn it, Meraki. Yeah. Yeah. Like in Bank, there's an objective in Bank where it says you need to break into the Hall of Records, right? But if you already grab... that way. have to find out where the fuck I'm going. No, that's this way, so this way. I hope so. $250,000 or 250,000 gold each. Account? Should be. Alright, you know, let's just set the fucking rules right now, I guess. If anybody has any expertise on ghosting, let me know. Or any type of
Now I know I'm a master thief.
if anybody has any input on this,
Time to find the recording.
let me know. Because you take a look at this right here, and it says you got to break in the Hall of Records. Then it says you don't have to break in the Hall of Records. So, do I just completely bypass this then? I think that would make sense. I think we just say yes to this. I think this is fine. Because this is a very unique situation. We're going to still have to do the same route. We just save like an extra like 20 seconds, I think. It's only going to change this area over here. Ah! Where is it? Meeting hall? So, east. Oh. But I feel like I want to, like, actually just kind of, like, make the rule set right now. But I feel like the rule set, I'm not going to say is going to change, but I feel like if I start playing fan missions and I start getting my shit kicked in with certain rules, like, as in, like, it's impossible to do certain things, then maybe I should just do that instead. So I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like curious on what I should do. That over there. Yeah, that's fine. So, I think we'll do that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, all that shit. Put everything back that can be put back. Doors closed and relocked if they're relockable. Okay. So basically, if you pick lock a door and there's a key for it, then you probably should pick up the key at some point and lock the door back up after the pick lock, and then basically put the key back. If the item was acquired from a niche or other similar place, you can't get back into. Drop the item on the floor below it, or the nearest logical place. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, Karis. Like, I feel like if something's gonna make a loud ass fucking noise and you can't put it back in like the exact place, then put it like in the most logical position. Some items stay permanently in inventory. Yeah, okay, that's yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Interesting. Do I want to only use lockpicks on key? Actually, to be honest, though, this is probably like a very rare occurrence too, as well. Because if you find a key on the map and you can't get to the key, lockpicking is fine. Just grab the key later, I guess. I don't know. I'm still iffy about these two rules. Eat the rest of my oatmeal. I don't know, dude. I'm being really anal about this. Maybe I should just, like, honestly just follow most of the... Oh, what? Undo changes. I don't know. Let me go back to... Maybe I do a fan mission for the time being. Okay, not showing up. That's good. There we go. Now it shows up.
Just run the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
I guess it really does depend on what you want to do, I guess. Do I want to make it harder? I mean, I'm already doing an Iron Man mode of this shit, to be honest. Along with the speedrun. So the question is do I want to make it harder or not? Or do I want to have a basic set of supreme ghosting rules, and if I do feel like it's too easy, I can basically make it more challenging, I guess? I don't know. With, like, adding shit in. I overthink the shit of this stuff. That's why I hate fucking this type of stuff. Like, I'd rather just, like, when I do other games competitively, I feel like, you know, when you're doing other shit, it's just, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's harder to make the rules of supreme ghosting or the rules of speedrunning as opposed to just fucking speedrunning itself or supreme ghosting itself. I really do feel like it's harder to make the rules than anything else. And then just running the level, whether it be speedrun or ghost or whatever, is usually not as bad. Because all you have to do is just do it, as opposed to, like, thinking about what is a right and what isn't wrong, I guess. I almost got seen. I still might. Nope. Cool, dude. Fucking Cucks McGee over here, dude. Fucking... God, dude, I'm so tired of this fucking pussy bitch, dude. Fucking sounds like a fucking bitch, bro.
Just run the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way.
It's the only piece of shit that's fucking me over. I don't really get happy.
That's just the way it is.
I'm assuming that's chill. I just caught up on,
Good thing the butler...
Yeah, it's chill. I just caught up on, Invincible,
Just run the lock on the side door for you.
last night.
It's the only good way in.
So, there's a show called Smiling Friends that I haven't caught up on.
Good thing the butler's
And then
up.
after that, I go back to One
He
Piece,
left
I
his
guess.
lights on.
Okay, maybe open the door for myself would be a good idea. Brain, close the thingy. Actually, Kara, since you've seemed to be ghosting a decent amount, what do you think about the rule set of basically not using rope arrows unless absolutely necessary? Like, if there's an area I can get to that might be kind of hard, but I can easily get there with a rope arrow, but it's doable Supreme Ghost-wise, do you think there's a lot of fan missions out there that allow for that to be okay-ish, or, like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think about that. Because I feel like if I was able to know more about the fan missions and how they were, I'd probably be able to be... Fucking Christ, dude. Fuck allergies right in the fucking ass, dude. If I had a better understanding of it... Okay. So you never really thought about it then. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that, to be honest, as a whole. Well, I mean, I would say overall the rule would definitely be like, hey, look, if you can't get to an area where there's anything, like, let's say there's, like, okay, I guess you're right. If there's, like, loot in an area, I guess, like, I can excuse the rule for loot, maybe, or something like that. And, like, main objectives, I guess. As opposed to, like, I'm making something easier for myself to get to. But I think that might be maybe not such a good idea. Okay, so maybe don't limit rope arrows, I guess. And then the other thing would be, I guess... I hate this fucking douchebag so fucking much, dude.
Who's that?
Cool, dude! Wow, good RNG, thank you. Okay, let's actually do this then. Let's not limit rope arrows then. Because I feel like that is part of the main game, and that's what makes the game fun, so... For sake of argument, let's just not have rope arrows be a thing. And you know what? I think the lockpick is fine, but if I can relock a door, relock a door. So lockpicking doors is fine, I guess. Because it's like only using lockpicks on doors when keys are not available for progress. But I think if we relock the door later, it's fine, so fuck those rules. So I think the only rules at this point are going to be, other than TTLG, no resource pack, no holy waters, no AI wake-ups due to player negligence, and then I got to think about the no lockpick alerts for because if I open a door, dude, if I open a fucking door and there's like a fucking guard that wakes up or a civilian, how is that my fault? And there's no other way into that room, and there's like actual progress in that room. Yeah, that is true. You're right. Rope Arrow 1 is now on. Thank you, Garrus. I think I just need someone to bounce ideas off of, because even though I'm very knowledgeable with Thief, I don't think I know much about Supreme Ghosting except for like a few levels, and like what is it's going to entail. So, the no AI lockpick alerts. The no AI alerts on lockpicks, and then what else? I think that's the only thing, really. And then no AI wake up to negligence. Like if you basically like get the fucking someone to wake up because you're being loud as fuck, then I don't think that should be a thing. Like that you should just, that's your fault. That's your fucking fault. But if you open a fucking door and someone wakes up and there's like literally no way around it, and there's progression in that room, I think that should be excused, I guess. Basically, when you have no control over the situation, I guess. But the no AI alerts on lockpick, I'm still not sure. Yeah, I consider that as a first alert too. But if you open a door and they wake up instantly all the time, like 100% of the time, I don't feel like that's anybody's fault. Like, let's say there's actual progression. Like, in order to finish the mission, you need to go into a room like that. And the AI just wakes up every single time you go in that fucking room. That's why I think no AI alert due to player negligent is better than, like, no AI wake-ups in general. Because I do feel like if it's not your fault, then how the fuck are you gonna, like, you know, how are you gonna do that? Even if it's not your fault, like, there's no way around it, I guess. I'll read that when I get a chance. I'm so tired. Well, I'm getting tired right now, actually. Not as tired as I was yesterday, but I'm getting tired. Something there. Cool. I opened the door by accident. Yeah, that's true. Because you have basically no control over those, yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that, so... How often do AIs wake up due to, like, fucking dumb shit, Karis? Like, if we're talking about, like, if you open a door or lockpick, how often is it that guards or, like, people, that AI wake up to that stuff? Do you know? You have any idea on that? Like, for fan missions? Like, is that often or is it not often? I feel like it's not that often, to be honest. Like, it's very rare that if a guard wakes up
Good thing the butler's
due to a
out.
door opening.
He left
I think
the
it's more
lights on.
likely due to like a chest, one of the foot lockers being open, to be honest, or pick lock, to be honest. I think pick locking is probably more so than doors. I'm not sure what you think on that, though, or what you know about that. Yeah, Benny's not getting up. Benny's gonna be dead from alcoholism. But if I did no AI wake-ups, as a whole, that wouldn't be bad. Jesus Christ. Okay, what about doors, though? Is it, like, very unlikely that an AI is going to wake up due to a door? It's more of a chest then, right? Because I want to get these rule sets done tonight, or, like, soon. And you're going to be one basically guiding me at this point on my rule set. Because you played a lot of fan missions Ghostwise. I mean, I have two. I think I guess the door is not really that big of a problem, to be honest. And if the door is not that big of a problem, it comes down to chest. And if there's chest just has gold in it, and I'm focusing more on not getting alerted than gold, then I think we should be fine with just having no AI wake-ups then, just in general. But yeah, I think a guard waking up or someone waking up, I think that definitely is an alert. Okay, so basically if I just do no AI wake-ups in general, it's not going to actually fuck with the main objective. It's just going to fuck with loot. That's basically it, then.
Oh, my shift's supposed to be over by now.
I almost... okay, this guy is, like, blind as shit. I'm pretty sure the body's dropped because of there. So I guess we just do no... we can do no AI wake-ups, then, I guess. And you said the lockpicking... You said the lockpicking basically is going to be waking up AI and shit with lockpicking is probably not going to be anything with main story stuff, I'm assuming. Like main objective stuff. It's more just loot. Okay, can I not do that again?
Who's that?
Okay, fuck this asshole, dude. I hope this guy rots in hell.
Sprung the lock
I wish
on
this
the
guy
side
was
door
real so I
for
can
you,
kick him in his
Garrett.
fucking
It's
cock.
the only good way.
Fucking bitch. So, I'm gonna do this right now, actually, since I have this. No AI wake-ups at all. No, okay, so, no resource pack, no holy... So, basically, all the rules on TTLG, no resource pack, no using holy waters, no AI wake-ups, and no lockpick alerts, basically, is what we're gonna do. That'll be basically Supreme Ghosting. Which means you basically have 0 fucking alerts at all. Like, at all. But there's another thing that kind of makes me curious too, which is this. And I don't know.
Body that don't grow back though, right? Like there's pretty sure. Like I think
So if you take a look at this run that I have done of Framed,
certain things.
it's a good run. It's technically a perfect Supreme Ghost. But the only problem is I cannot fucking close this back up. And I cannot do anything about the bank up here.
Not remember that way, which is for days though to be honest. Certain things.
So this turns off, I can't do anything about it. So I think that's just a bust at this point. I think there's a few people that put it as an exception, but I kind of don't want to do that as an exception. I feel like it should not be... there. Whatever the rules are, there should be no exceptions. For my rule set, like, some people can have exceptions. Obviously, have fun with it, do what you want to do. But in my honest opinion, I do not want any exceptions on my rule set. If I set the rules how they are, I don't want any exceptions.
Yeah, well, we can't do anything until he basically comes back this way, which is fine.
Or avoidable, because the... Okay, yeah, okay.
What, gums?
So stationary guards are the only thing that really happen. Okay, so we'll just do that then, that's fine. And what I'll end up doing is I'll be like, hey, look, this is an attempted Supreme Ghost, and I can say how many times I've gotten busted during my run. Like, in shipping, I think the first run I'm going to do that I get alerted in is going to be bank, and there'll be 3 alerts. There'll be an alert getting into the vault, 1 alert from 1 camera into the vault, 1 alert from 1 camera out of the vault if I do it properly. Getting into the vault is going to be pain, because I might get alerted by another camera if I'm not properly doing it. And then there's also a lockpick alert. So there's technically 3 alerts. So, yeah. So I think we'll just keep that there then. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Let me change this real quick, and then, fucking Christ. So yeah. I have to redo all this.
Wow.
Yeah. And the thing is I think in my opinion, like, when I saw Clatramus basically post that there was an exception on Framed, I understand what he was going with, because he's like, well, you know, I couldn't close up the bank, I couldn't close up the secret area with the gold. Which actually technically I could take the gold and not get a Supreme Ghost, or not take the gold, but then I'd only get 1 bust as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too as well. But I'm going to have the bust where the camera is. But the 2 busts is the front door frame, the front office, the front base of the main area. You can't close that shit back up. I don't think you can no. Let me just... Since I'm kind of just fucking around, let's just do that. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna fuck this up. All I'm doing is this, by the way. I'm just changing the rule set on all my thingies.
Wow, I'm fucking stupid.
Like, I feel like if I'm on a Supreme Ghost and I get busted once because it's, like, basically an area... Fuck is this shit? Let's say I get, like, busted in an area where I couldn't help it. I can still Supreme Ghost the rest of the area and only have one bust, right? Like, so it's just about how many busts do you have. Yeah, there's no way you can not kidnap him. Oh, you've actually talked to him. Okay, that's okay. That's good then. Yeah, I think these rules are fine because I think the main focus is not being seen or heard, and the secondary goal is getting a loot. Because here's the thing: if Garrett gets a shit ton of loot, it's fine regardless. It's not going for all the fucking loot, and plus, there's also loot objectives in the mission as well that you need to get. You don't have to get all of it anyways. So that's fine. So basically, the rules here, except for no resource pack, holy waters, AA wake ups, or lockpicks, I think is fine. I feel like, okay, so in my opinion, if there's like, okay, how do I put it? It's hard to come up with an example. Like, if there was a way to kidnap Cavador without knocking him out, and somehow you lure him to an area instead, or you can knock him out, right? Like, let's say there's two. Like right now, there's only one way to kidnap Cavador. Period. End of story. You have to knock him out. That's it. You cannot do shit else. There's nothing else you can do unless you want to lure him with fucking goddamn arrows, noisemaker arrows all the way to the end. But that doesn't make any sense because at that point, if you do that, then you're gonna alert the whole fucking level, which makes no sense. Well, you could probably do that though if you really wanted to. You could probably lure Cavador, probably all the way to the fucking thing with using a noisemaker arrow, which would just be absolutely just stupid as hell. So if there was a way to either knock him out or not knock him out and wait till he gets to a certain point, and then maybe like you lure him in with something where it's like, you're not knocking him out, then obviously take the correct answer. But since there's no other way and there's only one way, I think at that point, then you have to basically just knock him out. And that's not even for Cavador. That's for like everything, right? Like that's for basically.
If you're having like a one night stand once in a while, it's like.
I think the biggest thing is what it comes down to is whatever you do, just have fun with it. Because I'll be honest, I'm extremely competitive and I've calmed down a lot, which is good. And I want to have fun with stuff. Like, I think this is going to be fun and good content. But I also make sure that competitiveness should have strict rules. And competitiveness should be a thing of where... Yeah, so here's there. Yeah, there's that. So basically, I think he basically said he would allow these two as a choice to make a Supreme Ghost work, but I'm not going to allow it on mine. And honestly, I can just even put attempted. Thief 2... I can just do attempted. And then I can just put why it failed down there. Or some shit like that. I don't know. Uh-oh. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because it's a perfect ghost, right? I think that's what it'd be called. Because I didn't actually, I got the Supreme Ghost busted because of these things. Yeah, that makes sense too as well. Okay, that makes sense. So we're basically just making it a little bit harder on ourselves by no AI wake-ups or no lockpick alerts, which shouldn't fuck with the main objectives at that point. And honestly, like, the thing is like, if we talk about no AI wake-ups or no lockpick alerts, like, that really isn't based off of skill. It's just more of, like, you have to just reroute better, or you just take the bust and you just go with a... What is below? Is it a perfect thief, I guess, or perfect ghost? I don't know what the fuck it's called. I'm gonna go back and look. Yeah. We'll change these rules. So these are the rules we're gonna follow from here on out until I die. I'm not changing the fucking rules at all anymore. Well, this is set. This is set in stone right now. Now, if I want to do a different mode where I want to try to get all the loot, then I might just focus more on loot. Then I will do no way the wake ups and the lockpick alerts I might take out. But I think I'm gonna go this route. If I feel like I want to go the other route, where I focus more on loot, then I can do that too as well. Semi-perfect yeah. Oh shit, where was it? Apparition. Strict Ghost. It's called Strict Ghost. So this is a perfect Strict Ghost. What about the regular ghosting rules? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a perfect Strict Ghost. What would be the difference between a perfect thief then at that point? I see Ghost, Strict Ghost, and Supreme Ghost. Supreme Apparition, Strict Apparition, regular Apparition. I mean, I basically did Getty. I'm using all the rules here, except for these. This is the only other rules that I have. But I just don't know what I don't know what I would call this. Not for this, but for framed. I don't know what I would call framed though.
I'm not sure if they do.
Weird way to play thief? It very much so is, yes. Okay, I'll just go with perfect thief then. What is perfect thief actually then? What is the rule set of perfect thief? And hi sniper. I think I said hi to Getty. If I didn't, hello Getty. My mind is very much consumed by this at this point. What a perfect thief be? Oh. What about a strict? Ah, okay, so just, yeah, that makes sense then. Okay. Alright, I'm done fucking with that stuff. Now we can actually just play the fucking game. Well, I like taking breaks too, because I'm getting pissed off. So it's not like I'm doing this on purpose. I'm just doing this to relax. I'm getting kind of irritated with some of this shit too as well. And so I'm
the butler.
basically just, yeah. Thank you, Karis, for helping me with this. Thank you, Karis, for basically help me set up the rules to make it obviously doable for fan missions too as well, since I don't know what to expect with that. So... Okay. Now that we have the rules down, we're good. If there's anything I have something I need to like kind of like basically work on later when something comes up in a fan mission, I guess we'll just come up with it later, but until then we're fine. Right now we can Perfect Supreme Ghost this, so I can get all the loot, no AI alerts, all that crap. We can put everything back where it came from and stuff. The reason why I'm doing this level is because I can save a lot of time. And yes, this is a very weird way to play the level. Yeah, I think now that I have the rules, I'll have fun. But I'm very competitive, so like I do kind of care about the rules, to be honest, too. That's why when I play like a competitive game in general, like StarCraft, or like, I don't know, any game where it's like, let's just take StarCraft. StarCraft, there's basically the rules are set. There's no gray areas. But with speedrunning and like challenges with single player games like this, there's a lot of gray area, and I'm not saying there's right or wrong. I mean, there's definitely some wrong answers for sure. Like, using the resource pack is 100% wrong. Like, that's just 100% wrong. It changes the game way too much. But other than that, there's a lot of gray area. There's some black and white, a lot of gray. Yeah, I can put the keys back. Yeah, I guess so. I just want to make sure that I'm staying as strict to the rules as possible. Because I think I talked about it last time. I really hate human bias, including myself. And I don't want to cherry pick shit. Right? Like, I don't want to make, like... Technically, my framed is a Perfect Supreme Ghost, besides two... No first alert. Besides two, bust. And... I was kind of inclined to go with, like, Klat's way of, like, you know what? I'll make those an exception because I have no control over it. But then at the same time, it's like there's going to be times where there's going to be exceptions. But do I want to do that with all of them? And I kind of thought about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that now. And so I'm just like, I'd rather just take the L, I guess, at this point. And just, like, move on. And have it a Perfect Supreme Ghost. But, like, at least I know that I got no alerts. And I'm doing the best I can with the... With the game too as well, right? Like, I'd rather have that happen. The cool jump across the map. Oh, you can't do that here in Supreme Ghost. Oh, I hate this fucking asshole so much. This fucking douchebag, dude. I feel like tweaking him is not a bad thing, but I do think that... God, Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they don't... Hang on. The fact that they don't have a no resource pack on there, and is probably the biggest rule that I think is, like, not good. Like, you should have a rule saying there's no resource pack. So that's why I don't really want to follow it, and if anything, I want to make the game harder for myself. So adding no, basically...
Someone say something.
Oh! God, I'm so tired of these cocksuckers and their fucking shit pathing. I guess for me, there's a few rules that make no sense, so I'm basically making it harder on myself, is what I'm doing.
Good thing the butler's
if anything,
outside.
I would never make rules to make it easier on myself. I would make only the rules to make it harder on myself, if anything. There's a button there, we'll push the button and blow up fucking this guy's house with a Genevieve ambassador here, because fuck him. Fuck everybody. Push the button. Send the missiles off. piss off. Yeah, basically. I mean, I still think it's gonna be hard, but like I think I'm making it like slightly harder. Like, don't get me wrong, the resource pack makes things slightly harder with slightly harder with AI, but it also fucks with in-game stuff, including like ending zones on ambush and the shit we saw on shipping and receiving. So the fact that the resource pack is even allowed is actually kind of like just ridiculous, to be honest. So that's one reason why I honestly, I feel like if I would have been like, if I would have looked at the rule set and they said no resource pack and maybe like, you know, no AI wake-ups, I probably would have let the lockpick shit go or something like that. But I feel like since there's a few things that were majorly off, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to branch off into my own, like, slightly more difficult routing. Or slightly more difficult rules. So if anything, I'm making it slightly more difficult for myself, and that's about it. I'm not making things really any easier. Could I make it more difficult? Yeah, I mean, you can always make things more difficult, for sure. But I think the idea is to get most of the stuff done. Suppose anything else. But now that I have the rules down, I think we're fine. I think I'm going to probably take a break pretty soon, go for a walk, get some food going. I got to do some dishes. And then after I do that, I can come back and maybe play a fan mission or some shit. I don't know. I want to relax at some point. Not that this isn't, like, relaxing. Oh my god, he didn't see me. Gotta pick her corpse up fucking quick as shit. But I think the biggest thing, too, as well, is that most people, like, will not be doing it all. Is they will not be speedrunning like I'm doing, but there also won't be iron moding, too, as well. And I think that is going to be a huge difficulty in itself, to the point where, like, I don't need to make rules harder, I just need a faster time. So I think having a faster time is making it more difficult. But at the same time, it is kind of RNG based on AIs like this fucking... Oh, look, this is good RNG. He's going back in that fucking door. So now I get good RNG here, right? I'll leave that door open. And then I just get in place here. And when he comes in, I just fucking bonk him.
Help!
Okay, I was a little too soon. But that was my fault. No adult work? What happened? Adult work? What happened? Adult work? I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm kidding. I usually say adulting a lot, to be honest,
Good
though.
thing the butler's out for the night.
I just had to make
He
a
left
joke
his
about
lights
that.
on.
Imagine if someone had like an OnlyFans and it said mic check 1 2 1 2. Long story short, on Simon's we were on Simon Novak's stream, and I don't even know how it even got started. I don't know, but we went to the idea of a mic check. The mic is considered a male reproductive organ. And so I don't know how we went from one topic to another topic. Only cogs. I still think. Well, that doesn't matter. I still think cogsucker is probably the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. From someone who uses the word cocksucker a decent amount. Do you see how it's like a little bit lighter there and darker there? You can see that, right? This is basically, if you guys want to try this is where I basically try to get to, like right here. So it's like brighter there, it's darker there. I try to get on the very edge of it. Might check 1 2 1 2. Tap tap tap. Stroke stroke stroke. Oh god. Well, Karis, I want to say thank you because I think with your help I have a good basis for Supreme Ghosting. And I think what I need is I need at least one other person to bounce ideas off of and kind of help me kind of like keep on a very logical point of how to do stuff. Like if I played a ton of fan missions ghost-wise and was paying attention, I probably would still want someone to bounce ideas off of, but probably like I'd have like an idea of what I was doing. But right now, since I haven't, I mean, technically I've ghosted a lot of missions, regular ghosting, I guess. But that's different, and also like I wasn't really paying attention. I was just having fun with the game. So I think we have a set rule set, and now at this point it's just routing it out. I guess at this point. So we're fine. So my ambush run is fine. This run is fine. My framed run is actually fine too as well, actually, now that I think about it. The only thing is it's not going to be a perfect Supreme Ghost because it's a bust. There's 2 busts there. That's just it. And one thing I don't want to do is oh, this is juicy as hell. Leave that open. Okay, don't fuck this up this time. That was my fault last time, by the way. Okay, well, he came towards me, so I guess I gotta go the other way. That's my fault again, but I guess it's just a lack of knowledge. I'm not gonna blame the AI on that one. That's my fault. But I think it needs to be difficult, and like I said, if I want to make it more difficult, I speedrun it. Like, it's already in Iron mode. Has anybody, like... Actually, that's a good question. Has anybody ever Iron mode stuff, like fan missions and stuff, of like Iron Man Supreme Ghosting or Iron Man Ghost, I guess, of stuff? I try to be hilarious. I basically play this how I speedrun. I'm basically playing this as how I speedrun. This is how I speedrun. I try to go as fast as I can. I try to go with the meta. And if I fail a Supreme Ghost, I don't go for a regular Ghost. Because I already got a Supreme Ghost of this. It's like 19 minutes. I could probably get a Supreme Ghost of running interference like in 18 minutes probably. Where the fuck is this? Here it is. Very interesting how the light works here. You were really okay. No, we are not the Masochist Club. I mean, I feel like I am. With how much I fucking push myself. I might have to, like, stop stream, though, pretty soon. Like I said, I want to get food going. Do some dishes, get food going, and then take a walk. I try to be hilarious. That's the goal. If I'm angry, make it funny. You know, don't get too angry. I used to get really fucking angry before, to be honest. But that still happens once in a while, but not as often. Which is not the worst case. But the idea is to basically make it as... I think... Okay, that was 100% not the body dropping, by the way. That was just the guard being a fucking cocksucker. Cogsucker. How's it going? Let's go a bit. The Golden Book campaign? Oh, God. Alright, what are we doing?
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Yeah, if it's made by the person who made the Patriot campaign, then it's going to be very obscure. I never played that one. I probably should play it at some point. But I heard that one was just very fucking obscure with certain things. Like, there was, like, not really any hints, and it was, like, very, like, things that, like, were unintuitive or didn't seem normal. Which actually sounds like fucking, the Keeper of Infinity. Keeper of Infinity looks really good. I like it how aesthetically it looks and stuff. But my fucking god, dude, that shit was just, Jesus Christ, that shit was just fucking insane. The amount of illogical bullshit and the dead ends and the wild goose chases it fucking had in the fucking game was so goddamn annoying. I will never not bitch about Keeper of Infinity. I played Keeper of Infinity the same time I played Age of Wonders 3. And that was probably, honestly, other than like my most toxic time, which is actually probably playing Doom off stream. Then second toxic time was probably, well, I've had a lot of toxic times a long time ago as a kid. But recently, I would say Age of Wonders 3 and Keeper of Infinity were probably the most infuriating things I played together. Oh, okay, that's not as bad. Yeah, Keeper of Infinity had some really dumb shit. I didn't like really, I don't approve of it. Like, while I do think there's upsides to it, I think the way that the game was laid out, like gameplay-wise, was actual shit. And you can actually soft-lock yourself in an area, too, as well. Because you basically die. You basically die in an area. I don't want to say what because I don't want to spoil shit, but like, I don't mind saying that because I think in the grand scheme of things, people should know that there's if there's a soft lock in a fucking game, or like something where it's just like extremely dumb, I think people should know about it. I'm not gonna say what because if people want to know, they want to know. If they don't, they don't. But I definitely think people should know about that shit though, because that just makes no sense to not. Oh, fucking Christ. We're gonna try something different here. It worked! You didn't make a goddamn noise. Alright, we actually have to wait here for a little bit anyway, so this really doesn't matter. Once you get used to the game of Thief, it's not as bad now. If you play the game, you know, kind of consistently, it's not as hard. But some fan missions can be a little bit harder. I would say the hardest fan missions I played involved Gort's missions. Those missions are hard by themselves, casually. You don't need rule sets to play Gort's missions. Those things will fuck you pretty hard without that. The few Gort's missions I played, I just told myself... I gotta do this real quick.
Someone say something.
Fuck. Okay, I'm dumb. That's my fault. To play Gort's missions, like, they're pretty difficult in a good way. There is some trolling, which is annoying because it makes it difficult in a stupid way. But I would say overall, like, most of his missions are pretty difficult and, like, try to be difficult in a good way. Is what I would say. So Gort's missions are pretty good. If you want to, like, play the game normally and have it difficult on its own, play Gort's missions. Because those are done, like a bad difficult would be, like, Keeper of Infinity. If you want bad difficult, play Keeper of Infinity. If you want to play a good difficult, for the most part, Gort's missions. Yeah. No, yeah. And then you can play, like... however you want to play. Speedrunning, obviously, is demanding. If you're adding in the slides, it's physically demanding. Like, actually physically demanding to do something that precise. Those slides are extremely precise. Well, I didn't hear anything. Yeah, so those slides are very demanding. But if you want a ghost, that's also demanding too, in a different way. Now, I think... if you speedrun glitchless, then it's probably the same thing as ghosting. No, ghosting might be a little bit harder. But the thing is without save states, I think supreme ghosting and ghosting is a bit hard. But with save states, it's not really that bad. But I never really played fan missions, so I don't know the full thing around it. But speedrunning Thief in general is now gotten really hard because of the slides and how precise they are to do. Because you're talking about fractions of a second to basically input shit. Like fractions upon fractions of a second. With those slides. But yeah, I'm glad I have the rules set down now, so I'll just do this. After I get this done, whenever I get this done, I don't know what I want to do, but I've just been doing this because I kind of want to do something kind of like competitive, but at the same time, like, I don't want to do the fucking slides with Thief, to be honest, right now. Because it's just like, my central nervous system's already kind of fucking fried. And I don't have, like, to really do anything crazy demanding with this. All I have to do is just wait and be patient, and just kind of, like, that's about it. Like, there are times where... might be a little bit more demanding than anything else. Can I knock this guy out? Okay, well, we're gonna keep that, because... he didn't say anything, but there's not really much else I can do. Closer. We gotta open that door anyways, so might as well open for myself for later.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it.
But yeah, there's
Not much
there's
of a
plenty of
sneak,
different
but he
ways to
can
make
sure
things
handle a
challenging.
lock.
Plenty of different ways to make things challenging. Okay, this is good. This is good timing right here. I'm a little bit fast, which is fine. This is the type of time we're getting last time, which was good. I'll be honest, I'm surprised. Oh, I guess I was in the dark, so. Yeah, it's hard, though. It's fucking hard. Oh god, can I actually grab this guy's? I'm too late. That's fine. We have to grab his. We have to wait regardless, so it's fine. That doesn't really lose me time. I just have to set up like over here quick. It becomes a little dangerous. I think that's about it. Because if I don't set up in the right spot... then that becomes dangerous, but we're fine. But we have to wait regardless. There's no way we... can't just fucking go. I'm gonna try to be quiet so I can hear guards.
Never notice there's never any birds around anymore. Used to be birds. Singing in the morning and wake you up. Singing at night, looking for girl birds. To meet up with.
One guy's talking about birds, the other guy's talking about fucking rocks, dude. What the fuck's going on? Okay, if this guy falls forward, it's GG. It's game over. Yep, it's game over. Yep, that's RNG based. If he falls to the side, I can grab his body fast enough. If he falls forward, it's RNG. That's one reason why I fucking hate this fucking shit, too, as well. Hard like my mic.
Find the lock on the side door for me, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
But this is like the fastest route that I've seen that I can do, that I can
Good thing
take.
the butler's out for the night.
I go up here, by the way, at first because it sets off a pattern for the guy up there, not the guy that's pathing right there, but the other guy that's like up here or whatever. And it seems to work well, but also I don't really think I lose time because this fucking archer over here basically is patrolling and pathing. So I don't really think it loses time. I could try to do it without it and see, but as far as I know, doing that made the ending a lot faster. And I need to... I don't know why I'm so tired. It could be the lack... Well, no, I've had a decent amount of carbs. I'm not as tired as I was the other day, though, which is good. That was... way too tired. Shit, okay. I gotta take a... After this, I gotta... Alright. After this, I'm gonna go text and we should be fine after that. I'm glad I can kind of just, like, do that. It's so weird how sometimes he just hears me. There has to be something like there that does that. I don't know what though. It's just fucking weird. I'm not sure if I can catch up with this guy, by the way. If you're talking about doing that, like, strat that you're talking about doing, it just feels like I don't know if I can do that. If I can creep up on him, though, like, I don't know. Okay, I didn't know where he passed. Dude, this is just fucking... This is dumb. This is actually stupid. This is basically I'm getting fucked by RNG again. This is probably one of the reasons why I stopped Supreme Ghosting Iron Man moding, because it literally is just RNG-based horseshit.
Good thing the butler's out.
And there's like nothing I
He
can
left
do
his
about
lights
it.
on.
Like there's actually nothing I can do about it. Like there's zero I could have done about that, except for just wait and just sit there and play with myself. Which is just kind of dumb that I get a slow time because some fucking dumbass AI wants to fucking just do some stupid ass shit. Go in a fucking goddamn circle the whole fucking time. Alright, after this one, I'm gonna probably hop off and go for a walk. And I need to do a few more texts and then get dinner going pretty soon. Probably have some more brown rice, I guess. The steak. Brown rice and steak. So whenever this fails, I don't care if it fails here or whenever, I'm just gonna do... I will stop streaming, stream another hour or two, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll end up doing. Because I just, I want to do some other shit. The fuck, dude? Close the... You know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna stop now. Fucking... I want to say the R word so bad, because I'm so used to saying it, but the stupid fucking door is just like, I'm just not gonna close it, I'm a piece of shit. I'll be on later. At this point, it's just... I might just do a fan mission. I don't know. But I want to get at least this done. But we'll see how it goes. Nah, it's only 6:36. I want to go for a 30-minute walk to kind of get my body kind of like going still. To keep it moving. Maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Get dinner, do some dishes. Finish up on the laundry too as well. There's some I just basically just doing some shit around the house. But I also got to make a few text messages too, so. But I'll be back in like 2 hours or so, probably. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'll be back. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the help, Garrus. Go be an adult. Yeah, basically. Sadly, yes.